عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحن طالبات السنة الثانية في كلية العلوم الصحية بالليث، تخصص الصحة العامة في جامعة القرى، وسوف نقدم نحن الطالبات عائشة المالكي وامتنان عبد الله وسناء الحرتومي وأفنان المجايشي عرضا عن الفطريات لمقرر الأحياء الدقيقة الطبية بإشراف الدكتور أنس سراج دبلول. I am Sana Al-Hartoumi. We will start with the objective, the definition of fungi, the characterizing of fungi, the structure of fungal cell, importance of harmful and useful fungi, the classification of fungi, explain mode of reproduction of fungi. Definition of fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic organisms that include microorganisms such as yeast, molds, and mushrooms. These organisms are classified under kingdom fungi. The organisms found in kingdom fungi contain a cell wall and are omnipresent. They are classified as heterotrophs owning the living organism. Characteristic of fungi. 1. Fungi are eukaryotic, non-vascular, non-motile, and heterotrophic organisms. 2. They may be unicellular or filaments. 3. They reproduce by means of spores. 4. Fungi exhibit the phenomenon of alternation of generation. 5. Fungi lack chlorophyll and hence cannot perform photosynthesis. 6. Fungi store their food in the form of structure. 7. Biosynthesis of chitin occurs in fungi. 8. The nuclei of the fungi are very small. 9. The fungi have no embryonic stage. 10. The developing from the spores. 11. The mode of reproduction is sexual or asexual. 12. Some fungi are parasitic and can infect the host. 30. Fungi produce a chemical called pheromone, which leads to sexual reproduction in fungi. Examples include mushrooms, molds, and yeast.
Hello, I am Aisha Maliki and I'm gonna continue what we have started. So, the structure of fungi. Almost all the fungi have a filamentous structure, except the yeast cell, which is spherical or oval. Fungi can be either single-celled or multicellular organisms. Fungi consist of long thread-like structure known as a hive. This hive together form a mesh-like structure called a mycelium. Fungi possess a cell wall which is made up of chitin and polysaccharides. The cell wall comprises of protoplasm which is differentiated into other cell parts, like cell membrane, cytoplasm, cell organelles, and nuclei. Also, the nucleus is dense, clear, with chromatin threads. The nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Here we have harmful fungi. Some fungi are harmful. This means they can cause disease in humans and animals, either directly or through their toxins. It can also cause gland disease, destroy crops, and causes foodstuff to spoil. However, most fungi are not harmful. So, in nature, fungi decompose dead organisms, particularly plants, and recycle their nutrients. Also, many mushrooms are edible. Some fungi are used in the production of bread and alcoholic drink and some kind of cheese. Also, many antibiotics like penicillin are derived from fungi.
I am Imtan Abdullah. Now we will talk about classification of fungi. Kingdom fungi are classified based on different modes. The different classification of fungi is as follows. Based on modes of nutrition, on the basis of nutrition, kingdom fungi can be classified into 3 groups. Saprophytic. The fungi obtain their nutrition by feeding on dead organic substances. Example, Rhizopus, Penicillium, and Aspergillus. Parasitic. The fungi obtain their nutrition by living on other living organisms, plants or animals, and absorb nutrition from their host. Examples, Taphrina and Puccinia. Symbiotic. These fungi live by having an interdependent relationship with other species in which both are mutually miniphytid. Example, lichens and mycorrhiza. Lichens are the symbiotic association between algae fungi. Here both algae and fungi are mutually benefited. Fungi provide shelter for algae and in reverse algae synthesis carbohydrates for fungi. Mycorrhiza is the symbiotic association present between fungi and plants. Fungi improve nutrient uptake by plants, whereas plants provide organic molecules like sugar to the fungus. Ascomycetes, they are also called suck fungi. They can be coprophilous, decomposers, parasitic or saprophytic. The sexual spores are called ascospores. Sexual reproduction occurs by conidiospores, example Saccharomyces. Basidiomycetes mushrooms are the most commonly found basidiomycetes and mostly live as parasites. Asexual reproduction occurs by basidiomycetes. Asexual reproduction occurs by conidia. Budding or fragmentation, example aggregates. There are other ways called imperfect fungi as they do not follow the regular reproduction cycle as the other fungi. They do not reproduce sexually. Asexual reproduction occurs by conidia, example trichoderma.
Reproduction in fungi is both bisexual and asexual means. The sexual mode of reproduction is referred to as telomorph, and the asexual mode of reproduction is referred to as anamorph. Facultative reproduction in fungi. This takes place by breeding, fission, and fermentation. Asexual reproduction, this takes place with the help of spores called coendia, or zoospores or sporonygispores. Sexual reproduction. This occurs by ascospores, pseudospores, and euspores. Is not the conventional mode of sexual reproduction is not always absorbed is the kingdom fungi. In some fungi, the fission of two hybrid hyphae does not result in the formation of a diploid cell. In such cases, there occurs an intermediate stage called the dichrophase. This stage is followed by the formation of diploid cell. This picture shows the method of sexual and asexual reproduction. With this, we are done. I hope you enjoyed and thank you for listening.